all of us, some of us already know trailing stop and partial profit, so I'm just going to record it from here. So if you're trading news, two things, two strategy. Now let's assume, okay, probably this was the news. So what you always want to wait for is to look for that pullback. Always, let me go back to my time frame because of the noise. Always look for that pullback, that flag move, and after that flag move, because when it does that, it's going to do a little bit of pullback and then jump back to go back up before finally coming down if it's ever going to come down. So always look for that pullback, that flag that we always talked about, and they always form an engulfing candle anyway. So let's assume this was news, which I will presume it was because of that long move. It does that pullback. No, not that one, because even that one didn't pay. Does that pullback, this thing flag, then shuts up. So you see why sometimes I would not want to put my what's it called, my stop loss just below the flag, because anything can happen. Like, look at this move, will have kicked me out. Normally I do my stop loss here, maybe somewhere to the, somewhere here, the high of this previous ones, other than one or this one. I try to move away from the flag altogether, but the safest place is to do here. And like I said, anytime the market comes below here, that just know it's a reversal, it's not a valid flag anymore. So look at that, it did this, jumped, then did this, and then went up. This was another example of news, shot up and did a little pullback. And always wait for that pullback before taking us to the moon there. This is another news, dropped, consolidated up, and then we had that move to the downside. Yeah, so this is one strategy. Don't trade it, yet. Just look at it as an opportunity to enter, trade. And a few hours after that, sometimes it may take you longer. It may take you, let me see how many hours this gave. Oh, okay. This took a long time to give us that move. But then again, trading is a waiting game. Trading is a waiting game. It's all about patience. Now this was a bad one, because it shot up. Well, it kind of did a pullback anyway. If you want to call this a pullback, kind of did a little pullback, before finally jumping to the upside. But let me see how many pips that would have moved if I was so. Okay. There's a good amount of pips. It moved a good amount of pips. All right. 54 pips. Okay, it wasn't a bad trade after all. I was going to say, because I looked at it, it eventually came down. It wasn't a bad trade after all. So yeah, any other news? Yeah, okay, this was another good one too. So it's jumped up. Yeah, but that particularly is not very, because it went up and did this. The pullback wasn't that great. I mean, sorry, the launch to the upside wasn't that great. Just a few pips. Wasn't that great. 14, 17 most. Now that can happen on the upside, can happen on the downside as well. That is one strategy. The other strategy of trading the news is being in the news as well, trading the news as it occurs. And how do you do that? You do stop orders for your news, stop orders. You know what your stop orders are, your sell stop or your buy stop. So go to your pending order and then locate your sell stop, good stop, volume, a mini or a micro. You don't want to put standards into it, so it doesn't and it can move very fast and make you good amount of money if you use standard, but then you want to be careful. I would just stick to this for now. So probably 0.5, and then you have any price there, probably 10 pips from where the price is at. Let me see. Let's assume I'm here and I'm anticipating a news occurring. I could do 10 pips from where I find this thing, and what I think I do, go online, find out what is everyone saying about that particular position. Do you think it's going to be a win, a sell or a buy? What is everyone saying? What's the general consensus? You know, but that said, that doesn't mean that it's going to be true, because nobody has all the knowledge of what price is going to do, what news is going to do. So you could do 10 pips here, 10 or 5 pips. I think 10 pips would be the safest thing to do. So maybe 10 pips, 1.113150, 113,150. So yep, 113.150. So that would be your position. You keep your stop loss open and probably put the 10. I mean, put what's it called? Put take profit position. You know, maybe like and just do 20 pips or 30 pips, depending on the kind of news that you think is gonna be. You know, if it's NFP, don't even bother. Forget about trading it. Forget using this strategy, because NFP will scatter everything. You know, so just do for every other news. You could use this strategy. You know, because sometimes even if they want to shoot up, they would shoot up so bad. So you could do 20 or 30 pips, depending on how intense you see the news. So just I don't do fundamentals anyway, but just go online and find out what's happening, what's everyone saying, and then probably do 30 pips, you know, and or 20 pips, not too bad. If you have what's it called? If you have like a 0.5, for instance, and you do 10 pips, that's 100. I mean, sorry, that's 50 pounds or $50. You do 20 pips, that's $100. It's good enough. You know, you don't need to do wait for that big 50, 60 pip move, because it may not get there. Just take your 20 pips, get out of the market. You move 20 pips, you made your 100, and then you're out of the market. You know, so you place that stop order, that buy stop order in the market, and then do the same thing for above as well, where the market is at. You place 10 pips above there as well. So you enter the position at this point, 10 pips. So what is your take profit? Same thing, 20 pips. Yeah, 20 pips, 10 pips, 20 pips, depending on how many lot sizes you have, volume you have in the market. So 113.613, and you set that up as your take profit, you know. So when news comes, news is gonna go either way, you know. The reason why you have these positions up and down is because just in case news comes in and maybe wants to shoot up, it will just do that and then come down. Or if it wants to come, it will just sometimes it is only the bad news that tends to do up and do down, and you know, but most of the other news that I've seen, they just go the other way too. You know, it's just a news like the NFP that will first of all go up, shoot down, scatter everywhere, you know. So that's why we have the stop loss. That's one of the ways you can successfully trade news. Yeah, so you're out with 20 pips or 10 pips, you're made for the day. So do you have any question? Any question? Is it easy to trade news?
Nothing. I don't think it's easy. I'm not interested in trading news now.
That's it. Trade everything. News is just like one of those times if you fall ill, you just want to let the system rest, so that you just want to let the system rest. You don't want to trade everything, any and everything that comes in the market. You want to trade it. You want to trade every pair. Just rest. Just allow the system to rest. Allow the money to rest, and then when everything is settled down, then you can jump into the market and because you want to protect your money as well. So that if you do choose to trade news that is available to you, you can trade news either after news has occurred. This was a very fantastic move because if you look at that, move to the downside, then consolidated or did some form of pullback, and what did you get? Very good move to the downside. So this is one of the ways, the same thing you do when you trade normally. Yeah, the same thing. But only that this time around you're going to catch more pips because when they move well too sometimes. So what else? So that's that about trading news. Like I said, I would always advise if you don't have to trade it, do not trade it. If you're not skilled in trading news, if you've not really practiced and gotten a hang of it, don't throw your money in except you're doing it in demo. And now also note that in demo, whatever you do in demo, if you trade and you see 20 pounds as you enter, doesn't mean you're going to get 20 pounds when you put it in live. You may just get maybe 10 or 12 because in demo they don't account for this spread, but I know some people see demo is not real, but I can still, if the fact that the thing goes into profit means that it's real. I may not get, if demo is offering me 100, I'm getting 100 in demo. I may not get 100 in the real account, but then I will still get profit because they're all moving in the same direction. So demo, it's only that it doesn't account for the spread, So that's I just want to have that so that people shouldn't feel, demo is not useful. Demo is not, it's very, 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 very useful. If you if you do your strategy, use it on demo, you would see it to go to the right direction that it's supposed to go. To put it on the live account as well to do the same thing. Only you make more money in demo than you make in your live account. Okay, so that said, what else? Partial close trading news, trailing stop, crypto. Okay, because I've already mentioned my billions. Okay, what time is it? Hold on, let me log into second. Okay, first of all, let me just go straight to it. There's no point. I wanted to log into the other computer. Okay, crypto. Let me do crypto first before I do my billions. Where are you? Okay, for crypto. Now, disclaimer, cryptocurrency can blow your account, can make you lose all of your money. It's very volatile. In fact, should not be traded yet until you have all of the skills that you need to trade it, because it moves not like your regular currencies. Some of the strategies, it works sometimes, doesn't work all of the times. In fact, if we say that our strategies work 90% on the normal pairs, you can just say, okay, just say 50-60% with crypto. It's even that is not assured because crypto, not everyone understands crypto. It doesn't have a lot of history like the other currencies have. So not everyone has been able to develop a good strategy that would be able to trade it effectively. But always play to the side of the ones with the lower spread, if possible, unless of course you have good amounts of money in your account. And always trade with the money you're willing to lose, because yes, you can lose all of your money with crypto. Let me see, I don't think these guys do crypto. Let me see. They do not do crypto FX choice. That isn't it. Okay, the only guys that do crypto, these guys that I know for now, that I enjoy using. FX. Now, what is the strategy for trading crypto? Your flag still works. Your flag still works, you know, but like I said, may not work all of the time, and the movement is crazy. If I trade crypto, I trade crypto with micros, zero and this specifically the 0.01. That's all I trade with crypto, and I don't use the stop loss, you know, because it will just, I will just be losing money all over the place. Unless, of course, okay, if I do Bitcoin, I don't use the stop loss for Bitcoin. I try as much as possible to enter the trade at the right, you know, place, you know, where I see it, I'm like, okay, maybe it's going to that next support line, or my MA has been crossed, and I know that it's coming here, you know, and all I'm looking for is maybe 1 or 2 pips. You know, I'm not looking for too much. So if it moves and I'm there watching it, I am normally my own stop loss, you know. So once I see that it's moved much more than I would like to take, I close it off. So for instance, if I was trading Ethereum, which is what I trade basically, mostly, I try not to really touch Bitcoin because it's blown my account a couple of times. You know, Ethereum is a bit gentler, you know, it does such a word as that. Let me see, let me show you the spread. You have Ethereum, you have Litecoin. Where are you now? Okay, because I've used it a number of, yeah, this is it. So by the way, you can check your spread by right clicking on here and clicking spread, so that you can see what the spreads are. And adjust this, guys. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is your spread. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, so this is what your spread looks like for these currencies. Yep, Ethereum is right now is yeah, see, 22, 21, 17. It's still good enough compared to where is it now? Yeah, even Litecoin is 9 pips, not so bad. Where's the other guy? Look at this guy here, 5,000, over 5,000, 3,000 plus. So you have to be careful. So that's why you see me, I stick to this guy. Ethereum, is it not Ethereum USD? You see this one is still high. To Ethereum, Bitcoin, where is it? Okay, it's already out here.
Do they have Ripple there?
Sorry?
Do they have Ripple there?
No, yeah, I think they do. XRP, they should. XRP, where is it? XRP.
Do they? Okay, I might check it. ADA, for that's another crypto as well.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. I think they have. Yeah, this is it. They have Ripple here, XRP. But I think Ripple too. They have XRP Bitcoin as well. Sort of. I think that's what they have. XRP USD. That's what that also has. Now the good thing about cryptos is that apart from buying cryptos, one of the things that Christopher Terry was saying, apart from buying them and owning them, it's also beneficial for trading them if you have the right strategies. because you would make a lot of money from trading them if you catch them at the right time. But while some of them were still waiting, maybe Bitcoin got to 20,000, but out of nowhere it went back down to about, is it 8,000 or how much is it now? Or 12,000. You would have made a lot of money in the process from that time, to where it got to 20,000, because you're trading either when it's going up, when it's coming down, because they move very, very well. Yeah. So Ethereum as well. How do I trade Ethereum? I trade them using the 5 EMA and the 13 EMAs. And I also use the flag as well. Like, this was a fantastic move. But there was a lot of spikes there. Anyway, I took some money here yesterday. The thing took some money away from me as well. So yeah, good one, because it did that move. Now, but what I really use is the 5 MA and the 13 MA. I'm pretty sure we know how to put them, but if not, I'm going to put them focus. So delete that. Delete that.
Easy to put them in, but for me, I find it difficult to really understand what I'm looking at. I understand that when blueberry is on top, it's actually going down, but I need to understand it. I feel that I need to understand it a bit more than just when it's on top. The blueberries on top, that price is actually going down. I'm sure there's more to it, or maybe I'm expecting more when there's nothing more to it than just that. I don't know. So I understand that. Yes, you put that there, and what else?
Okay.
That's just
okay. So what? Well, I don't call it blueberry and blackberry and redberry and all of that. I don't have it. I just have it name for them. I call them fire and water. The red is the fire, the blue is the water. But initially, well, to be honest, really, I don't really use MEs. I only started using MEs because of just this this Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the rest of them. I only started using them to see if they are a better catch for me than using the flag. But really, yeah, it's really, like I said, it's entirely up to you which one will work for you best. So I'm just going to explain it. So now, my number 5 EMAs, I call it the fire. Yeah, they are red. They are very close to the price. Work with the price, they move with the price, they are fast to move with the price. And then the other one, which is my 13 EMA, call it the water. Where are you now? Blue. Yep. They are a bit far away from the candles, and they serve as support and resistance as well. So all you're looking for, you don't need to think too much into it. Don't think too much into it. All you're looking for are the crosses. That is all you're looking for. The crosses, because most times you're not staying in the market for too long. You're scalping. You're not looking for 20 pips. This guy only moves 2-3 pips, and then you've made your profit. That's all you need. You move 10 pips, that's a lot of money. So now you're waiting, all you're looking for are your crosses. And also note that the higher your time frame, the more accurate and the less noise you have. The slower the time frame, the more noisy it becomes. So I trade the 1 hour, I trade the 15 minutes as usual. You can also look at the 5 minutes as well, just to see what is happening, if it's the breakout has really occurred, like we talk about. Now, let's assume I wanted to trade this. Let me take it back. All I'm looking for is a breakout. Yeah, I'm looking for a breakout. This thing I started. Click on that to bring me back. Okay, let me start from here. You see, there's what's happening here is just that it's I wouldn't really trade this because they are too close together. The two are too close together. I may trade from here because I can see the space. Ensure that when they are too close together, know that it's in a range. Yeah, it's ranging. So it's really difficult for you to know, whether it's gonna break. It's gonna go back into a sell or go back into a buy. Ensure you don't trade within you have the two of them, the fire and the water together like this. Now for me, like I said, I don't use blueberry and all of that. That's what I use. Fire means that, if your fire is above the water, it means that you're actually selling, buying the market. If your fire is below the water, it means that you're selling the market. But don't let that confuse you. What you're looking for is that this must cross this, either when it is going up. If it crosses it, then it means that, okay, it's going to be a sell. If it's down and it crosses, it means that it's going to be a buy. Let me give it to you. Let me just show it to you. I just want to speak. Now, it's down here at this point. Sorry, my mouse moves very fast. It's down here at this point. You see, when I said the fire is below, under the water, this is a sell condition. This is a sell situation, meaning that the thing is on a downtrend, maybe like a short downtrend. It's on a sell, is in the sell area or in the sell zone, whatever one you want to call it. It's in a bearish situation. Bearish zone is in the downside. So what you're waiting for is for it to cross to the other side. Now, if it crosses the blue MA, that's your water, you know it's down. If it crosses it, you know that that's a sign or a signal for you to buy the market. It's down here and it crosses it, crosses the blue one. It means it's telling you it's ready for you to buy the market. It's, for instance, it's up here. It's up here, right? And it crosses the market. See, it's not crossed yet. Sometimes it may cross and go back up. So that's another thing you have to watch out for. You see, even when it starts showing you this, it never gives you a sign that you should start buying. You have nothing to lose if you wait. Just wait for it. You see what happened? It crossed. That's a sign for me to buy, to sell. Now, how many pips did I get out of that? That's 6 pips. That's more than enough for me. 6 pips is more than enough for me. Let me see how many that might be. 6 pips might be about maybe like 40 or 50 something pounds or dollars. That's more than enough. So all I'm looking for is a cross. Where's the F5? I don't have it. Okay, I'm moving. It's going back. Okay, yeah. Now look at what happened. It crossed again here. Did you see it? It came here, crossed here, it came down. Okay, I took that profit. But it crossed here, I would have gotten out of that position and probably did. Either I take my profit and leave the market, or I wait for it to go to another cross position before I get out of the market. If it got here, I would have taken my profit and entered a buy. That would have taken me up. See, it's still in a buy zone. I'm still up there. I'm still up there. You see, first of all, I start seeing a red, but that didn't give me an indication that I should buy. This came, it didn't give an indication that I should buy. What indication am I looking for? A cross. So I went in, and then when I saw a cross, I entered. I bought how much? 12 pips. Now some people say, what happened? I should have entered from here, and that would have been 27. But the thing is this: it never gave me any indication that it was going to give me that profit, because I could have entered and it turned against me. There's no rush. Even if it made this drop, it's none of my business. All I'm waiting for is this cross. That's all I'm waiting for. And I'm not looking for 200 pips. All I'm looking for is 5 pips, 6 pips, 2 pips. Because that's going to, 2 pips, 3 pips, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, $40, $50, good enough. Yep. I move again. You see, another cross to the upside. How many pips from there? See? That's 8 pips. You see, it's still going up. So you see now, what's happening here? Consolidation, isn't it? I won't enter the market at this point because it hasn't told me anything. It's consolidating. But if you look at the side now, what do you see? It has crossed again at this point. Can keep going, keep buying. You see, it crossed again here. What did you see? A drop. So you see the way it moves. When it's crossing, if you cross, you see a drop. Because you see a spike up. all you're looking for are the crosses. There's nothing else you're looking for in the market. You're not intending to stay in the market for too long. All you're looking for is that cross, then you take 3-4 pips and get out of the market. 5 pips, get out of the market. It's a scalping strategy, ninja strategy, like my friend Wale would say, call it. Just jump in, jump out. You don't even need to wait till the next cross, unless you want to do a trading stop, and secure your bag in the trading profit. Say let it move with the, and then let it get you out of the market by itself. So it's sell now. Do you have any questions? Somebody want to say something?
Yeah. So with the MAs, or is it EMA or SMA, or is it just moving average that you use?
Exponential moving average.
Sorry?
Exponential moving average.
Okay. So do you have a particular settings that you use for this, or you just go with what is already the default?
The setting is it's just EMA. EMA has a already set out setting. It doesn't have any special setting.
I know, because the setting people change theirs, so I wanted to be sure that maybe you haven't changed it to suit your purposes.
I'm not sure what you mean by change, but 13 is 13 globally. 5 is 5 globally.
Some people change it. Some people will say 15. Some people will say, I don't know, 12.
What you have, you have different EMAs. So you have 5, you have 8, you have 13. It's even a strategy, 5, 8, 13 strategy. You have 5, 8, you have 200, you have 50. Yeah. So even in you have them in 50s, you have 13, you have 200, you have them maybe mayos, water, and then the rest of them.
Yeah.
So, but they are just what the EMAs are. They are the numbers. Some people might change the maybe the colors to suit whatever they want to call it, but there's no fixed color for it. But the numbers are fixed. They do what they're supposed to.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
5 is 5 globally, 13 is 13 globally, 200 is. All right. So like I was saying, your 5 is global, your 13 is global. Maybe the only thing that may be different about it is the colors. Some people may use a different color. Like I said, I use my red for my fire, I use my blue for my water. So when my fire is above my water, I'm buying the market. The market is in a bullish situation. When my fire is below the water, it means it's in a sell zone. Look at it. Fire is above. Fire is above. See, buy. Fire is below. Sell. Go back. Same thing. Fire is above. Buy. Okay. Then even if it starts, like I say, if it starts showing me red, I will not do anything until I see that cross. Once I see that cross, I'm selling. And now another thing about it is this. Okay, because she's not here, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. So I sell when it is below, I buy when it's above, and then for people that would want to do this thing, stop loss as well, you can set stop loss maybe 50 pips or 30 pips below or above where you enter the market. It's entirely up to you. Like I said, I am my own stop loss. I don't leave the trade and go away. I just look at it. Whatever happens, I look at it. And if it's going south, I close my trade and either I open it on the other side. So I already know where it's going, so I open it on the other side, take the profit on the other side, on either the counter trend, and then when it comes, it's about going back, I take my profit and I continue on the normal trend, or I open an extra position so I can catch more pips. What do I mean by that? Let's say, for instance, I enter the market at this point. Yeah, let's assume I enter the market at this point and it was a buy. So the market went up, yep, secure, got my profit, and then for some reason it started coming down. So okay, now I'm now in a losing position. So I enter my sell. So if I enter sell at this point, I'm making profit. Then when it gets to this point, and I maybe starts going back, I can decide to secure the bag, and then take out my selling position, take it out.
So it means you kind of edge it
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I edge it. Yeah,
Okay.
and let
Okay.
me pick it up. Hold on, sorry. 5. Okay, so if I take my profit off at this point, now if I see that it's going back up, I can decide to. Oh, my mouse is very sensitive. Okay, this is where it is. So what I can do, this was my sell position. I can decide, so okay, taking my profit out of this point, I'm out of the market. Then at this point, I can put another buy position. So I have one buy position currently running. I have another buy position here. So when it's going up, all of this is my profit. Probably this was my take profit. Yeah, this was where my take profit is. Now I entered another buy at this point. What is going to happen? I'm going to secure this much bag, yeah, and also this much bag, yeah. So first of all, I initially traded the downside, took profit out of it, and then I entered another position. I already have my buy position in the market, then I opened another one so that when it comes in, I would have won in two places. So that is one strategy to use. There are many ways for you to win the market. This particular strategy, you can use it in any other trade as well. The good thing about this moving averages on your normal trade is because those ones, at least you know that they don't move as fast as these guys. So you can stay longer to take larger profits than just 2-3 pips. Those ones you can be looking at 10 to 20 pips. Or even 10. The market is generous. Is look back. Okay.
So when you started trading cryptos, what was the size of your account? Not 200, not 300, or was it just that or more?
Yeah. When I started doing crypto, I think the first account I had was 200, and I decided, but
Okay.
like I said, all I'm doing in the market, I traded £100 account. Because all I'm looking for, I'm just doing 0.1 and I'm my own stop loss. If it turns too much against me, I'm getting out of the market and I don't enter the market except when I'm very sure that's going to be a winner. If I'm very sure it's going to be a winner, otherwise I don't even trade it. So you need to be careful as well. I don't even trade it as much. I don't take a lot of risks with it. It's only when I want to just top up my my account, maybe an extra £20 or £30, then I just jump in and jump out. But that's for people that I'm only, like I said, disclaimer, I'm only teaching you this if you choose to trade it, or you need to have the skill. Now you decide how much you want to put into this trade, how much you want to open. But I would advise you, do micros, stick to micros because the market moves very volatile in a very volatile manner. So you don't want to do too much. You don't even want to do a mini for now if you don't have a good account size, so it doesn't wipe you out. Maintain micros from 0.01 to 0.09 is big enough. Yeah. So you do that, moves a little bit, pick it out, and get out of the market. Yep. So I know Natasha wanted to say something, but I think I heard you. Can you speak now?
She's breaking up. That's the 5 and the 13 exponential, correct?
Yes. 5. The 5 is closer to the candles, and the 13 is a bit farther from them.
Okay, and they're 5. They're exponential and closed, right?
Yes. Let me. So 5 exponential, and then close.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So Sinolo back. Okay. All right. Okay. So what
Taking her a little longer than number 1.
I can't take the image out of my. Now, so okay, what do I do now before she comes in? I don't want to.
Oh, Mike, I have another question.
Yes, please.
What do you think is the best time to trade crypto? I mean, is it like in the London session where there's more it's more movement, or is it like in the afternoon? Is it slower? Is it not better to do it between a certain time?
See, now that's a good question that I haven't even asked myself yet, because like I've not seen anything on the internet that gives you well maybe because I haven't looked, that gives you the best time to trade it, but we can search for it together here. Like I said, I don't trade it, so I only jump in when I need to top up my account, or maybe my account is low, I just need to enter it, so we can check it together online. So best time to trade crypto.
Okay, Mike, can I trade crypto with like $20?
Eh?
Uh-huh.
No, ma.
Okay, what's the minimum for crypto?
You know why you can't trade crypto with $20? Let me show you why you can't trade crypto with $20.
Okay.
You know. Now, do I have? Okay, it's not here. Okay, I thought I had there's a an indicator that I have that shows you the move that it makes whenever crypto moves. Now, let me see an example. If you move for ETC or ETH, if you move 2 pips, if the moves 2 pips against you, we're talking about maybe like 40 to 50 dollars.
Wow.
Yeah. If it moves 2 pips against you, or 2 or 3 pips or thereabout. So you imagine, even without it even moving, you're already out of the market.
mean teacher.
So that's why you can make money you can make easy money with crypto. But also
you can lose money too.
Yes, you don't even want to enter Bitcoin, with if you don't have good money in your account, unless of course you're prepared. But if you have 200, you can try it. 0.01, that's all you want to trade. Don't do anything larger than that. 0.01, and then move, let it go. If it's going against you, just get out of the market and leave to fight another day. Yeah, but 20 pounds can do it, 60 pounds can do it. I would say the minimum should just have 200 in your account for, just have 200, at least 200. You can try with 100 as well. Yeah, but like I said, if it moves 1 pip, 2 pips against you, like 40, thereabout.
That'd be that.
Okay, but then again, it might actually also depend on the time of the day. You know that sometimes the spread is more favorable in certain time of the day. Because right now, I think the spread now is how much? Let me look at it. How much is the spread? Yeah, this Litecoin is £9. Bitcoin, okay, that's another kind of Ethereum is. Am I always missing that? Okay, I can't find it. Okay, it's probably somewhere there. Okay, yeah, it's here. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Okay. You have too many pairs, difficult to find. Okay, I can't find it. I was checking my other computer.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, Ethereum. Check the spread on Ethereum if you find it. My eyes are growing weird.
Will that be Ethereum versus Bitcoin, or which one?
Ethereum versus Bitcoin.
It's 13 or between 13 and 12.
Okay, I can't find it here. Interesting.
Ethereum USD. There's nothing on. There's some without any.
Okay. What happened was that I think I didn't show all again. So ETC is 22, 23. So 22, 23, 20. Now The funny thing about this thing is this: if it actually moves, this spread doesn't do what it says it's supposed to do. Because if I have a 16 pip spread on GU and I trade it, it won't really move that far. I could go 20, 30 pips without me bothering it's having any impact on my account. But this moves 2 pips and my account would already be crying for help. So just be careful for it. So okay, yeah, we're trying to check best time for crypto. Like this flat crypto markets are pretty 24. They never sleep this and spikes. How do I guess much? Yeah, Bitcoin is not forex. It is open. If you know how to read the charts and coin how sell order verse, then you can decide if it's okay. Okay, as a forum, let me see if there's any other. Oh, okay. I normally like BVPs, but they don't have anything on here. What is the best time to trade? Okay, they're all forums. All forums. Yeah, but really, there's no best time. No real best time.
Let's check YouTube. YouTube might have something to say.
Okay.
YouTube.
So, someone here is saying that he doesn't know best time. Let me see.
Yeah.
By the way, have we for those of us that wanted to trade wanted to open a repo account, have we been able to do that?
No, I've not though.
Okay, so you can do that. You can open a Ripple account, a gate up. Let me see if I'm already been approved anyway.
I have so much to do. Pending. Yeah. Is that which one is this Ripple? Somebody sent it to me yesterday that I'm supposed to do. I have it open. The same website opened.
Okay. Yeah.
I
think it takes a while for them to approve you. So just go on there and open it. Okay. So but that's by the way.
But it's only Ripple that they sell on there, right?
Sorry?
It would only be Ripple that you are able to buy there.
I think yeah. Oh yeah. He only sells because he only their company, so that's all they sell. They only also have different gateways, different people that do actually sell it. They have it here, so you can see the number. So the people they have Bitstamp, Kraken, and the rest of them. But this is who we use, or I recommend because they seem to be more popular than the rest of them. I've not heard more about these other guys, but this guy I've heard them, and they seem to have more options, currency options to buy with. And I know eventually they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to do credit cards and debit cards and stuff, but until then. So
that'll be good though. I'll be taking out my money sharp.
So you buy as an individual as well. So yeah.
Mike, when you go in there to register,
yes,
or after approval.
Yes. What did you say? Come again.
No, when you registered, like your thing is still pending. Did you have to make any payment?
No. No, it's free. You register free.
Okay.
Yeah, you register free, but it's risky. If you get that key is what you need for you to be able to log into your wallet. If you lose that key, your wallet is gone. You can't change your password without that key.
Wow.
Yes.
So we have your key now.
Yeah, you don't have it yet.
If you have a unique memory, then yes.
If anyone has
it, he's recording it. So that means you have to screen this now and take off my number one.
I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take everything out.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Got
So
you now.
this is gonna take a while for you to see this video because normally I send it the next day, but this might take a while.
Yeah, you better screen it.
Apart from you guys, not just you guys now, because it's a video, I might be put it out there and someone else stumbles on it. I'm like, oh, this is my key. But first of all, I'm going to find out if I can change the key first of all. Before I find out I can change the key, then there's no point. I'll just send the video and change the key. But just once you lose that key, you can't change your password. You need the key to change your password. Your account, your wallet will be gone forever. So you need that key. It's all about them trying to protect people anyway. So it's entirely up to because they don't have it. They don't have access to that key. It's Google generated. Google it takes your password and it takes your encryption in your Google account. Is it Google now or whichever account it uses, and encrypts it and forms that key for you and your eyes alone. So you can't lose it.
Is that like using the Google Authenticator? No?
Well, not necessarily. I think I think this one they call it the Google encrypted key. Then it will now mix that with your own password that you have created, and then that would now generate that for you. Security, you once give it to them.
Well, since people started stealing cryptocurrencies, so your own protection.
Not too long ago, some accounts were hacked. I think the main crypto account or something was hacked or something. So everyone is trying to be as security conscious.
Okay, let's check.
Let's continue. Best time to trade crypto.
I started teaching my boy bullish and bearish. He looks at it now and like, hey, that's bullish. It's only 6. I'm like, yeah, small. It's enough. When I get my laptop, it's like, I want to trade. I'm like, no, small. It's enough.
It's cool. Well, catch them young. The younger they are, easier for them to be able to catch these things, to be honest, really, because their brain is very sharp. You can absorb things easily. So the younger they are, the easier it is for them to. Okay, you don't have trading 24. It's the Litecoin LPR new. Yeah, another one. This I've heard about it. I haven't taken time to look at it, but this IOTA is another one that is new as well. Yeah, they don't have any information. When is a good time to buy Bitcoin? That's just what they are just saying. Everyone is telling you about the time it is to buy. Okay, no information on that. So, but it's 24/7. It's available every time in the market. Is available every time in the anytime you jump in, you would always find it. I don't think you would have where you would say maybe high liquidity or low liquidity thing with this person, these guys. I'm not sure. I don't think it applies to Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency for that matter. So, but just trade carefully and gently. So let's go back there. Yep. So like we said, you see a cross to the upside, you sell. Okay, so probably here now it's going this way, it crosses, you sell, it crosses this way, you buy, crosses, you sell, cross. Anytime you see a cross, that's your indication for buying or selling. That's really what it is. See a cross, you buy, so you buy until you see another cross, you sell. Even if it shows you a bullish candle like this, don't buy until you actually see a cross. The cross should just be your factor. See, once you just see that, then you buy. That's really what it is. Now, the key thing you have to also notice is wherever you enter the market at, wait to see that candle finish forming. Let's say, for instance, I want to enter the market at this candle. I see this cross. I'm like, oh, thank God. I enter the market. I have to ensure that this candle, okay, this is where the cross is at. I have to ensure that this candle finishes form before I can enter that market. This candle, if it's on a 15 minutes chart, this candle has to finish forming. Then I can enter the market because it can go and come back in. So like this closed above, then this opened outside of it. So, you know, this would have been a perfect entry for me, you know. So, but the trick is to always wait for that candle. Like, look at this. The cross was here. The cross here. To say I would have needed to wait for that candle to finish forming. Or if this was where the candle was at, I would need to wait for this candle to finish forming. When it finished forming, then I can enter my trade. I see what happened. It came down there. Now look at this one. This would have been. Look at this one. It started and it finished forming. Now, if I decided to enter this market after that form, I would have still need cost about 2 pips. But if I stayed on, maybe I start seeing that crop. But look at what happened. It didn't. It came back. It crossed above. For me, I would have jumped out because look at it's not it's forming red. It's forming green. I mean, it's not forming green again. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing red. If you decided to jump out, see what you will have missed. Yeah, see what you will have missed. So sometimes you may need to wait in the market until you see another cross or you see another cross approaching. Like for instance, look at this. The cross, there was no other cross until this part. But look at all of the point pips you would have picked up. Sorry, from here. At all of the pips, 54. You've already become a millionaire with that kind of move. So this came in, it closed. I mean, it started forming. I would need to wait for this candle to finish forming before I enter the market. I'll enter the market, and this is where I will pick my pips from 12 pips. If this candle starts forming, I don't enter the market yet. I don't, and even if it did this, I don't enter the market yet. It did this, I don't enter the market. I enter the market when there is a cross. This is a cross. And I have to wait for this candle to finish forming. When it finished forming, what happened? I entered. What happened to me? 11 pips. It's really that straightforward and that simple. Wait for the cross to finish. Wait for that cross to happen and wait for that candle in that time frame to finish forming. Then you can enter the market. And don't be afraid to stay in the market. You know, don't be afraid to stay in the market, but at least to pick up a few pips. Because if it hasn't crossed yet, then it means there's a possibility that it might take you a bit further. Now, like I said again, if they are too close together like this, don't bother. You know, you must always wait to see that there's some good space between them. If they are too close and this is crossing over here, going back crossing, they are too close. It means they are too close. Don't enter the market yet. Then, although if you had entered here, probably have been a good one. But why bother? Why stress? Why risk it? Just let there be space between the water and the fire. You know, like I said, when the fire is above the water, it's in a bullish situation, you're buying the market. When it is below, like this, very sweet bearish market.
Say when water is above fire, it's bullish, or what did you say?
Now, when the fire is above the water, it's in a buy zone. And when the fire is below the water, it's in a sell zone. The red is the fire, blue is the water. So the water is here. So if I came to the market and I saw this, maybe this is where I was, maybe this is where the market was. I came to the market and I saw this. I would say, okay, this is still a good bullish market. You know, I could even without even looking for crosses, I could even jump in and say, okay, maybe it's still gonna go, it's still bullish. You know, if you look at what happened here, it came down, it did as if it's gonna cross, but it didn't cross. It hasn't shown me a sign to jump out of the market yet, so I can still move. See, I'm still going until I now saw a cross. I'm like, okay, that's it, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. But then again, remember, 5 pips, 2 pips, 3 pips, that's all I want in the market. I don't need to stay for too long. Don't need to stay for too long at all.
So when fire is above water, it's a buy zone, yes?
Yes, when the fire is above the water, it's in a buy zone. You buy. And when the water, when the fire is below the water, it's a sell. So now look at this one. Came in, was in a buy for a long time, came in, formed a very good, formed a very, very good, what's wrong with my mouse? Yeah, formed a very good, what was it called? Was it this one? Was not the one. Okay, but even this one, it formed a good candle here that would have said sell. But no, I won't sell yet because I've not seen that cross.
So wait for the cross. Always wait for the cross.
Always wait for the cross. And always wait for the cross. Now, see something funny. Now I entered this market. Look at what happened. I see a bullish candle. But then maybe my confidence level would have told me that okay, it crossed. It means that definitely there's gonna be it's a sell. There has to be a sell without before another cross. You know? So I entered the market and look at what the market did. I'm panicking. I'm already good. My number one is already it's already forming in my tummy, you know. So nothing has
Seriously? Huh? Okay, I'll get you. Everyone
you started it. So the market going to start doing this, but no panic. I'm still watching my Emmys. But look at what happened. Look at that mighty drop. Look at that mighty drop. And then I'm out of the market. Why am I waiting in the market? What else am I waiting for? I'm out. But while I'm still there, still waiting, I saw the bullish candles forming. That doesn't tell me I should jump into the market yet. No matter how big and how large they all look, I wait. You see, I wait for that cross. You know what happened? I noticed a cross here, and I look at what happened. Oops, this is very sensitive. Hope to find it again. Oh God, my mouse is very sensitive. The new computer. So anyways, but look at that. It crossed and it closed. This finished closing, and what did I do? I decided to buy the market, and it went up. You know, so just watch your MAs. All you're doing is watching for the close. Once you see the close, don't be afraid to jump in. You know, but then again, like I said, practice, practice, practice.
Sorry if you've already touched this. I'm sure you've probably touched it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. So let's assume we're about to get into the market. So you just grab your whichever coin, crypto you want to trade on, and then you put up your...
Okay, let's check this. I just basically this is my guy. Let me check crypto. Sorry, Bitcoin. Where are you now? Bitcoin, BTC.
Dash is another, that one too, the price has gone up. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Okay. Okay, so let's kind of do Litecoin as well. For some reason, I think Litecoin and Bitcoin kind of moved together. Let me save this because I don't want to be. Oh, I do have a template priced. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't have a good one. Oh, sorry guys. Okay. Just gonna save this guy. Okay, so this should work. Okay. Yes, please. Okay, so same thing. Oh, sorry. If the charts are not looking good enough, I makes it difficult for me to trade. All right. So first of all, go into my charts. Where is it now? Insert moving average trend. Give my 13. This is a different thing. Money flow. Okay. Okay. So moving average exponential. Okay, it's already 5 at its close. That's fine. Pick the next one. An average 13. And get the water out. Okay. So same principle. Go back to my painting. Okay. When you this was.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Okay, so that's same thing, same principle. The market is in an upward trend. And what did you notice? A cross. Wait for it to finish. Wait for that 15 minutes to finish. Once it finishes, then you enter the next candle. And what will you get? Bitcoin is beautiful. Look at that. 4,486 pips.
Is that on the 15 minutes time frame? Wow.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You know, so that's that move for you. And if you care to stay that longer, because nothing crossed, see how far it came from that one cross that you did here. That's 10,000. Oh, is it 107,000? No, 10,700 and
How do you read this?
10,000. 10,072. So if you decided to be okay, now that happened and you now got out of the market and waited a while, what did you see? Another cross. Let it finish. Let it finish. This candle will finish and you enter the market. What happened? See you up there. Then what happened again? Come down, another cross. Then you jumped in, but look at what happened. Just give you a little bit because it came back and crossed again. So that's another thing to take note. You're not staying in the market for that long anyway. So it crossed here and went up. Then what did you see again? Another cross. What did you do? You let it finish, let this candle finish, then you jumped in, and then pick your pips, you go. Then you go again, see another cross, you let that candle finish. Then what did you do? You jump in. That didn't really do was good. You would have lost this trade because it came back down and crossed. But like I said, all the ones you've been seeing has been seeming like a total win. But look at that. So it came back, but then you were sharp enough to see this move. When you finished, you jumped in, and yes, that's sure enough give you good tips. Then you let it flow. When you see another cross here, you jump in, and what did you get? That move. You stayed longer because there was no cross. You would have gotten that move. You know, stayed longer without. You just kept going until you see a cross. Then you jumped out of the market, but then it was consolidating. What did it do? It went back to that place, and what did it do? Kept going up. Oh, okay. I'm just not gonna do that again, so I don't jump into Bitcoin. It's quite interesting if you see it working. It's quite interesting. So yeah. Do you have any questions? Can go in and demo and see the outcome. See the way it moves. See what happens. See how you can catch it. And you know that Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are open 24/7, so you can still trade this weekend. Use them to practice this weekend.
But they're not going to be open on Christmas Day, are they?
I'm not sure. I don't know what. I think they send that their timetable itinerary. I haven't checked it. Anyway, I'm not trading anymore this year until next year anyway.
Why you for trade now?
So Decembers are not trading. Every holiday, avoid holiday trading because they are slow and it's easy for you to lose your money. Except maybe from the week of the holidays. But from this time, the market is not going to be very friendly to us. So I've secured
They want to take
Yeah, they're definitely going to be looking out to pick. And apart from that, people that have the money pull their money from the market. So the market, there's no much liquidity out there, you know.
Mm.
So you guys are just going to be playing against yourself. All retail traders, you guys are yourself, and you don't get money. Me, I don't have money. So who is taking from who? You know. So, but if those guys are there, they can throw 1 billion out there, throw 2 billion. Money is all over the place, and we can all eat from it. But for now, yeah, out of the market, so everyone just rests. So, do we have any?
Cruising.
Yeah. Do you have any questions at all? Right now, it seems like a good position to jump in because it's been a cross at this point. A cross here, right?
Maybe we should take one.
Well, I think Bitcoin, if it still be sweet for now, well, this still looks like a good, a bullish position. You know, it's still moving. This one is still far away from where this is, but you know how it does. It could just jump down, you know, without any notice. You know, but since it crossed here, it hasn't come down at all. Yeah, see the distance between both of them is quite good as well. You know. So, but like I say, please, I would advise if you're going to trade any cryptocurrency at all, let this be your guy. You know, trade Ethereum or Litecoin. Why? Because they move, at least they don't move as wicked as Bitcoin does. I don't know that is it. They don't move as wicked as Bitcoin does. Yep. Any question?
Nothing from me.
Okay. So let me see. I was gonna say that. Okay, I think we should just call it, and I'll teach the next thing another time. The next one, my billion strategy, so that I can practice this one. Because I'm preparing for a sermon tomorrow, so I'll prepare. But I'll send the video out. Send the video out if I can do my editing. I don't enter one chance.
I said I was gonna catch you, and I did before the recording ended.
Well, you have.
Yep.
How did you catch me?
When you showed your key.
But
yeah, now
you have a photographic memory.
Tell me one letter in that key. Just one letter. I bet you
I don't have a recording device already.
If you guys are recording, that would have been a difference there. I would have been worried. not that you do anything, but this is how these things work. If you videos go viral. You may have shared it with someone, but before you know it goes somewhere else, this is someone's key. Because whoever it is wouldn't know who I am, and then that's bye-bye to my account. But anyway.
God forbid, man.
So, okay. Now, that said, do we have any question at all, honestly? Do we, I'm just going to put it out there. Any question on these guys? And apart from this one?
Breakouts. Did we do breakouts, Mike?
Yeah, we did. That's when you trade breakouts of channels. You know, trade out of channels when you see channels. See channel. Okay. For instance, this guy is not going to be here. Okay, let me see. Sorry.
Trebles.
Yeah, if you're trading travel. Now, when you trade, where is this other? I think it's here. You know.
Channels.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Yeah.
Okay, let's assume. Okay, I think let's assume we're trading this. Okay, this is better. Now, this is if we were trading this.
How do you know where to place it?
Oh, I don't use this up because I don't have it on this computer. But really, what channel is? Oh, sorry, this is the beginning of the market. Sorry. Now, channel is just putting trend lines. It's just putting trend lines on your. Okay, that's not a good place to put that. Putting trend lines on the market where you see consolidation. What it is, putting trend lines there. You can see one.
Okay.
Okay, no, that's not good enough. Remember, it must have at least two touches. So that's good. I can see one. Okay, I can see one here. I can see two here. Yeah. So remember, two touches. And there's nothing like the more the better. Once you can get two touches in that channel, is good enough. So what it's simply saying that if the price breaks out of this channel, this because this is a channel on its own, if it goes there, so a lot of people make a lot of money in just trading channels. You can go up, touch there, you know that the next place is coming down, going to is down. Then if it comes down, it's going to go back up again, unless it breaks it. If it breaks it, expect a pullback. You know, it's just like your support and your resistance. Was not every time that it does a pullback, it just break and just jump up. So expect a pullback and then journey to the upside. You know, and the same thing on this guy as well. So it broke out of it. What did you see? A pullback. So we're expecting this one to, because if this doesn't go back inside here, we're expecting it to jump, go down. You know, so that's what trading channel really is. It breaks out. I'm sorry. What the breakout is, you let it break out and closes above, and then the next candle is outside that place. And then what you want to wait for is a pullback or a flag, and then you can ride the upside. So you're entering at this point. Although if you enter at that next candle coming out, it may not be an entirely bad trade anyway, because the pullback may not be that great. But one of the things that you risk is the market or the price going back into the channel. So that's why you would always wait for that pullback and ensure that it doesn't enter into the channel before you enter that trade again. You know? So that's really what it is. Let it come out, break above it, then the next candle or the next pair of candles will do a pullback or will form a flag or whatever you want to call it. Then you would follow it on the upside or the downside.
Okay.
Really what it is. So first of all, you know, like this you may not be able to find the right candle to use. I mean the right channel to use, but that's why you have the Trevor channel. So once you just drag and drop, it will find it for you, and then you can use that as your guide. Capish?
Capiche.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess it requires a bit of a practice and.
Yeah, it's all about practice. It's all about practice.
God.
And then do assignments. I've not seen assignments on channel. I've seen assignments on trend. I mean on flag. You know.
I didn't do channel with you because there you were on with Donatia and Tasha. I remember I had a blackout, so.
Oh, okay.
I missed
So
it. Yeah.
maybe another time then I'll probably do it. But it's really what it is.
No, it's simple. No, I get it. You don't have to do it all over again with me. It's pretty simple.
Pretty straightforward. So so if it goes to the upside, if it's down here you buy, and watch you go to the upside. If it goes up here and it doesn't break out, you sell, and watch it come to the downside.
Yeah.
You know,
It's simple.
Between up and down the trade. You know. So I know Natasha has audio issues. Now, do you have any question?
I don't. My head is full.
Okay. Tasha, do you have any question? I hope you don't mind me calling you Tasha. Okay. And you know, I have friends that I have their names. I have Chinelo. Her name is Nello. We call her Nello. Natasha, I think Donisha is quite
It's only my own that doesn't have something.
Well, that's what me to call you fun or me. So, Natasha, do you have any questions? Or you can type it. Anything? Okay, I don't think she has any question. What about Donisha? Do you have any question?
She is not on her computer right now. She just sent me a text.
Okay, all right. Okay then. So I hope everyone is clear.
Yeah.
So if you have any question, send it to the platform or send it to me, and then please trade gently. It's the end of the year, so market is going to be as slow as possible, and you want to keep tie your profit down, tie your money in the market, and then practice demo, and send in your assignments so I can work on them, correct them, and give you feedback.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you very much, ladies, and it was a pleasure talking with you guys tonight. I would speak to you soon.
Regards to Anna, she just abandoned us.
Yeah.
Whether we're missing her, she should just do and come back.
We're preparing for our Christmas party. That's probably why.
Even before Christmas party,
well, I'll tell her, Shash. I'll tell her that you are sending your regards and greetings to her. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Happy New Year in advance.
Oh, we're not going to talk again till after New Year?
Who knows?
No. Well, I'm wrapping up for the night. I mean, for the
year.
Yeah, I'm not trading again for the year. The year is just a week from now.
I'm not talking about trading. I'm talking about class. Are we going to have any?
Unless, of course, because we have I still have normally, okay, let me see how I'm supposed to run. I'm supposed to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a month, I'm supposed to have at least 4 classes.
Okay.
4 classes with us. And yeah, I think for this month, I think we can call it, let's round it up for this month.
Okay.
Okay. 3 week, Boxing Day, and all of that. And there's really nothing. I don't think anyone will be using the whatever I'll be teaching you or anything. You know,
okay.
We'll still have to do it again. So let's just meet next year. We'll set up a time and we'll meet again. And then that's probably when I'm going to do my billion strategy, where we trade together. And then we can see how it goes.
Okay, but we can send you homeworks. If you don't want to, I don't have to.
Yeah, you can send me homework, no problem. And if made it or to give it a look at. I know I'm always online. I love to study. I love to do all of that. So I have practice and then give you feedback. If I have to do a video like I normally do, I would do that as well.
Okay, Donisha said to tell you thank you.
No problem. No problem at all.
One step at a time for me. I'm going to make sure that I perfect my flag identification formation. And then when you say, because now this is another thing, my brain cannot take.
Yeah, I wanted to say, I wanted to advise that I'm teaching you all of this. Doesn't mean you have to do everything. Pick one that's for you. Now, even the MAs, you can use that as well for the other pairs, for the Forex. MAs works as well for it as well. So all of the strategies, you have them, but so you can choose which one would work for you better, you know, based on your personality. You know,
I like the RSI for now, because when it's up, I know what it's doing. When it's down, I know what it's doing for now. So,
no, let's talk soon. Take care, ladies.
Okay,
All right. Thank you very much.
All right,
bye, ladies.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night.